Tudor and Rolex have always been among the more stoic brands. They don't tend to scream out loud. Every year, the releases bring subtle changes. A new dial color, slightly updated bezel and bracelet. The changes in the watches are so incremental that their offerings are often labeled as the most obvious, boring choice for a one and done watch. But every now and then, both Rolex and Tudor remind everyone that even as serious brands, they can be fun if they tried. The question is, what is fun for Rolex and does it actually translate to the collectors? This year, the Rolex Oyster case is celebrating its 100th anniversary. Yes, it has been a full century since Rolex set the blueprint for one of the best watch cases ever to be designed. The Oyster was among the first waterproof cases and has seen many underwater adventures since its inception. It accompanied Mercedes Gleitze on her legendary swim across the English Channel in 1927, and then much later, James Cameron down to the Mariana Trench in 2012, attached outside the Deep Sea Challenger submarine. Since the beginning, the Oyster case has set the foundation of Rolex's luxurious yet practical and robust identity. For the 100th anniversary, the brand teased a new release using images of the vintage Oyster case. Some of us were foolishly optimistic to think that Rolex might even break its own strict rules and create a vintage reissue of their historic watch, or maybe that was just me. But Rolex is not one to move backwards. Instead, we got this during Watches Wonders, a standard Oyster Perpetual, but this time with a specialized Jubilee dial, featuring a series of repeated Rolex monograms in various colors. This isn't the first time that Rolex has produced such a Jubilee dial, but it is the first time where the dial comes alive thanks to its loud and energetic approach. It's made of 10 different layers, each adding a new color to it, so as to maintain a level of uniformity while ensuring that each letter and shape in the motif is perfectly aligned. This is also not the first time that Rolex has experimented with color, or at least having several colors on the dial at the same time. The brand has been more playful around loud colors in the recent years that seem to be gaining quite the momentum in the wider collector community. The crown has been slowly loosening its tie over the years, and this Rolex Perpetual Jubilee dial is just the latest chapter. While this may be a bit too much of a happy Rolex for some, on the wrist it is a fun watch to look down at. Tudor, on the other hand, approaches its fun, colorful dials from a very different standpoint. Following the footstep of its parent company, Tudor too has been quite conservative in its watch design approach. Although they have experimented with more colors recently, if you had scrolled through their website some time ago, you'd find a sea of steel, ultra-utilitarian watches. Even their daintier offerings like the Royal lean more towards the tool watch aesthetic than the dressier side. But touches of color have always been part of the brand's DNA. There was the underrated Heritage Chrono with a splash of orange, the quirky North Flag with touches of yellow, but recently, Tudor too has started releasing a series of colorful dials as both part of its standard offerings, but with even more vibrant colors as part of the Daring collection. Of course, what separates this Tudor Black Bay Chrono from the Rolex OP is the fact that while the OP Jubilee dial release is based on an existing model, the Black Bay Chrono 39 has used this Bumblebee yellow to shed light on the new, smaller size of the chrono, something that collectors have been wanting since the 41mm chrono was first released. Slimmer case profile, much more variable proportions, while still maintaining the 200 meters of water distance, and the Breitling B01 automatic COSC column wheel chronograph movement inside is the perfect move to open up the Black Bay Chrono to a whole new audience that found the bigger version too big. I think one thing that both Tudor and Rolex are doing right with these wild and somewhat unpredictably fun releases is exactly that, unpredictability, but at the same time not overdoing it. Occasionally adding fun colors to a well-loved collection maintains its relevancy while at the same time continues to push desirability. When it becomes a seasonal thing, as we see with several watch brands out there, the releases become too predictable and the whole thing gets old very quickly. But here, both brands still continue to focus on the standard releases with incremental updates to practical things that collectors actually want, like better bracelets, better proportions, better movements, but at the same time, maintaining the collector's interests with releases like these. With Rolex, they've been incredibly masterful at showing restraint because they discontinued the celebration dial a full year before the new Jubilee dials were released. With Tudor, while another bright and striking color is always welcome, introducing it in a whole new case and size was a happy surprise to the community. Let us know what you think. Visit Swiss Connection Watches for more exceptional watches. Also do subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more. Thanks.